Hello everyone, welcome to Aptera Owners Club. I found this repository of like B-roll footage from Aptera, and I will link the Dropbox share below so you guys can check it out, unadulterated by my voice, if you want to. But I thought it'd be fun to just kind of go through it. Most of this is stuff that most of the clips we've already seen as part of their promo materials, and a lot of it isn't new, but some of it is new footage, and it's just fun to look at pictures of the Aptera, so I thought we'd do it. And here's a funny thing. You can see this guy. He's laying in the back of the Aptera, so obviously Aptera is a three-passenger vehicle. These are shot in La Jolla, California, I think, or somewhere near there. This is definitely La Jolla. This is coming in from Del Mar, and this is Torrey Pines State Park in the background. That's one of my favorite parks in the area. We go there at least once a month. This is from the grocery. This is from the Seoul footage where they're going to get groceries. And these are the actresses that they hired to shoot it. And you've seen a lot of this footage from that Seoul release video. I gotta say, I think Seoul is probably the best looking, but I just think the white color will be hard to keep super clean. So I think I'm gonna go with Luna. Yeah, this is Torrey Pines going the other way. And this is the overlooking the cliffs in La Jolla where the glider ports are. There's a glider port. You can take lessons and learn how to fly those things. But yeah, that looks great. You know, obviously, uh, whether you think that this looks good or not is subjective, but obviously most of us think it looks great. I kind of don't know why they didn't taper the back of it, from the top view. This is footage that, we've seen from the Noir release video. This is the very first video that they released, went viral, got over 100 views. There's some footage. I think that's Loya. I'm not 100% sure. Black looks great, but it's hard to keep clean, and it would not survive in the desert heat where I live, so black cars are out. Love the tent. Um, I don't think it's very well designed in its current iteration, but it has potential. If you look at this, the suspension does look very rocky. Like it bounces a lot. Hopefully they'll make that a little bit better and dampen it a bit. But again, I don't think anyone who gets an Aptera should be expecting a really plush ride. It's not going to be like that. It's very lightweight, does have some unsprung weight, so um, it's not going to be the plushest ride. And if you're expecting that, I don't think that you'll be very happy. I think it'll ride fine, but it just won't be the most comfortable ride of any car. I suspect it'll be kind of like a Civic or something like that, and I'm fine with that. It's a little dog running in the background. This was some footage that obviously was not used, I think, in the Soul release video. But yeah, that's a good looking car. I do think that the new beta model is better looking actually, though. Not a huge fan of the centrally mounted headlight, but I think it's gonna have a light bar all the way across, so it'll still look nice. Again, I don't know why they didn't taper it in the back from this top view. Okay, here's Torrey Pine State Park. This is the car coming the other direction. This is footage that was not used previously. You can see the guy laying down in the back again. I'm guessing he's filming. I don't know who that is, but he's a trooper. You know, I'm not a huge fan of having the solar panels on that dash deck like that. I know that is a lot of space, but in hot climates, you always have to put some kind of windshield reflector on there, or else the cabin of the car gets way too hot. Where I live, it hits over 100 degrees routinely throughout the summer, and you have to cover the windshield. So I'm going to have to cover up those solar panels. Would have been nicer, I think, if they gave you like a sun shield that has solar panels on it. But you know, I mean, it's perfect for coastal California. You can see a reflection of the drone there, right there. Looks like they're using a Mavic Mini. No, Mavic 2, I think. This shot, I think, was used. And I think it's a little bit higher of a shot. But yeah, La Jolla is beautiful. And again, tent is awesome. But see, it's not tight and it's not waterproof. So it needs to be tight and waterproof. It's a great idea. I think the execution needs to be better. A lot of this footage, I'm not even sure where the Aptera is in here. I think it's coming up on the left, but you can barely see it. Yeah, I think it was right there. Just missed it. I'm not entirely sure I recognize this location. Another shot. They must have done this drive 10 times back and forth. Yeah, this is a shot that wasn't used previously. Here the drone goes across and gets a shot from the other angle. Like this is the north parking lot. If you ever go here, the south parking lot fills up on the weekends a lot. You can always find parking on the north parking lot. Yeah, again, you get this road is a little bumpy, so when you see the car going, you can see the oscillations. Like on a smooth road like this, you can't tell. Looks fine. Again, this is alpha suspension. I suspect beta suspension is quite a bit better. These are the actors they used in the first video, the gas lamp quarter, San Diego. Again, black cars look nice. They just don't work where it's super hot and sunny. This is Steve Fambro driving this thing, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, here you can tell it's definitely Steve. You know, I did notice in the first iteration of Aptera back in 2010, the seats were really close together and there was no center console. I'm really glad that there's a center console. And here's the important thing on the hood. It does look like it's easier to access the trunk from the side than from the back. You know, people always try to access things from the back. That's the way we normally access things in most cars. But in the Aptera, the back is fairly wide before you get into the trunk. So it does seem like it's easier to access it from the side. And that's what the guy who put the bike in the back of the Aptera said, that it was very easy to put the bike in from the side. And I think with bulky items like a bike, it's pretty hard to like cantilever it in from the back, but from the side, it's a lot easier. Looks like the same shot. They use the same shot over and over. You know, they must have tried to get this shot perfectly. This is some of shots of them building. Some part of San Diego I don't recognize. Must be around the Gaslamp Quarter. This is them building it. Another shot of them building it. There's Steve Fambro driving it again. And shots of them building it. Close up of the encapsulation of the solar panels. Obviously, some neighborhood with like multi-million-dollar cars there. You know, when you see it driving on down the road, it doesn't look that wide, honestly. You see, it's got plenty of space in its lane. Yeah, I honestly think it would look better if it tapered in the back from the top view. I don't know if they did that for aerodynamic reasons or not. But it was just easier to build that way. Of course, on the beta, the front wheel pants will be completely enclosed. It won't be that open. I love this shot. This looks great. Another similar shot, slightly different angle. Drone goes up a different way. Yeah, I'd love to take the Aptera to some scenic spot and just hang out. Tailgate. It would be awesome. These are great shots too, with all the gliders. Whoever ran these video shoots, good job.